This is the Psalmist here. We all know how today you have a lot of men who are crying about women who have cheated on them, who have went out of their bed to find happiness in another man's bed, and vice versa. Also, women are crying about men who have left them to find joy with other women. So I'm gonna first tell you, why do spouses cheat? Why do women cheat? Why do men cheat? Okay, first I'm gonna have to give you a background on why do you have a honeymoon period in which you're in the courtship. There is so much happiness, it's unbelievable. I mean, like, woman will be telling, oh friend, he's so good. I mean, like, he's so considerate, he does this and that. And the man will also be, saying that, you know what, guys, hey, today I cannot, we cannot go and watch the game because I've got stuff to do. Basically, he's making an excuse so that he can go and be with his beloved. So he can go and show love to his beloved. So what does the man do during the courtship stage? He is giving love. He is doing everything that he can to woo the woman, to show that he is a loving man. And he finds happiness in what he's doing, meaning that he's not waiting for the woman to do something. He's always thinking, what can I do more? Should I buy flowers? Should I, you know, make a handwritten letter, or send a card, or send a text message? So he's always thinking about, what can I do to nourish this love? What can I do to make this woman understand that I love her? So naturally, a woman, when she has the right soil to receive the love, she's also gonna feel like, no, she doesn't just want this man to keep doing stuff for her. She also wants to prove that she's the kind of woman who's deserving of the man's love. So what does he do? She gives back. She gives back in a way that a woman can. She will invite the man to the house. And, you know what? I was just thinking now, if you can come to the house, and I've been trying this dish, so I just want someone to try it. So basically, what she's saying is that I want you to come to my house so I can cook for you. But she doesn't want to come out and say, I want to cook for you, because the minute she starts cooking for him, it's already a done deal. So she's just pretending as if she wants the man to come and taste the dish that she's trying. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing two people who understand that love is about giving, and the happiness of the one who loves is entirely dependent on him. It's not dependent on what the other person is doing. No, it's dependent on what he is doing. Because when you love, you give, you do, you give service, and then that brings you happiness. And if you see the receiver of your love, your beloved, be happy, that even gives you much more greater and deeper happiness. Well, the problem comes when you get married. It starts that, no, now you start to think that, okay, now I have her. Now I don't have to woo her. Now I don't have to go out of my way to show that I love her. When you're at work, there's nothing that you're thinking about, like, you know what can I do to make her happy today? What can I say? What is this gesture that I can give to her to show that I'm still in love with you? I still want you to be my wife. Because you have her, you don't want to do anything, because now you think that she knows. Not realizing that the reason why she was all over you, telling her friends about how loving you are, how considerate you are, how understanding you are, is because of the stuff that you were doing. And she reacted to those stuff that you did. So when a man stops giving, then the woman now does not have anything to react to. I'll give you an example. One thing that I've learned about women, and I hope that this does not make me look like I've been around and done some bad things, but the point I'm trying to make is that a woman, no matter how beautiful she looks, no matter how she looks, whether she's famous or she's a model or she's a movie star, her love, the way she feels about how she looks is based on how her husband treats her. And I know there can be independent women saying, no, I know I'm beautiful and all that. But a woman, when she has a husband, when she's married, if the husband does not desire her, she doesn't feel beautiful. No matter how maybe the media can say she's the sexiest woman in the world, or men can be, whistling when she passes by, as long as her own husband does no longer sexually desire her, compliment her, and always tell her how beautiful she is, she does not feel beautiful. In fact, the woman will go out of her way, starting to think that maybe she's fat. She's gonna start buying a scale and thinking that, and once she looks at the scale, she sees that she has gained 100 grams. She's like, oh, okay, that's why he's no longer loving to me because I'm fat. I mean, like you just gained 100 gram. What is that? That is nothing. But because of the way the man now is no longer being attracted, that's how she's gonna feel. But I'm telling you again, when a woman might not look to the world as beautiful as the world has come to define beauty as, but her husband is attracted to her. Her husband is passionate towards her. Her husband always compliments her, compliments the things that she does. I'm telling you, she's gonna believe that she's got it. And even the way that she walks, she's gonna walk like she's got it because her husband find her desirable, find her attractive, and he's passionate towards her. And then that makes her feel wanted and needed. And when she feels like that, she thinks that she's the most beautiful woman in the world. And she's gonna walk like she is the most beautiful woman in the world. While we think that that person who's a celebrity who looks beautiful to our eyes doesn't feel so. Why? Because her husband does not show her any affection. Now what happens? So now what you're gonna have a house where there is no romance. The bedroom becomes cold, the passion dies. There is no more joy which the woman and the man used to find in each other's giftings, in each other's services. That this joy fill the house, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna start blaming each other or blaming themselves. But whatever the reason is, there's no joy in the marriage, because there's no fire in the bedroom. They're gonna start to look outside for fire and for joy. This is where the cheating comes from. I mean, because naturally every person wants to be happy. It will be impossible for anyone not to want to be happy. People don't work towards money. People don't work towards fame. People don't work towards. They work towards happiness. They work towards joy. You believe that once you get that deal, you're gonna be happy. You believe that once you become famous, you're gonna be happy. You believe that once you get her, you're gonna be happy. You believe once you get him, you're gonna be happy. Even a person who commits suicide, they commit suicide because they believe that they're miserable, they're not happy, they have found no joy. So when they kill themselves, they believe that they're taking the pain away and they're gonna get joy, whether they believe that there's an afterlife or not. That's why people cheat, because there's no joy in the house, there is no passion in the bedroom, there is no fire. So they are looking for the things that they were supposed to get from their spouses outside. And remember, outside, they're not really looking for a home or stability or support or, 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 or compassion or a real mate who's just there to listen to you and support you. They're just looking for the stuff that they can't get in this marriage. So if they want sex, they're gonna go and find sex outside of the marriage. And then now the husband, the one who is married to her, only performs the role of a everything else except the sex, because the sex is she's getting it from someone else. This is how marriage get destroyed, because men stop doing what they used to do at the beginning. Because the man has stopped, that means the woman now has nothing to react to, because women can only react to the love. When we look at marriage, marriage in the Bible is defined as the love of Christ, or the manifestation of the love of Christ to the church. The church is looked as the receiver, the beloved of Christ, the bride of Christ. What did Christ do? He died for the church. So us, we submit to that love, enjoy and worship in the very same vein. The only way that a woman, a wife, can find joy and submit to you and follow you is if she receives love from you, because she's gonna submit to that love, she's gonna submit to that goodness, she's gonna submit to that forgiveness, that understanding, that upbringing that you bring to her life. Once Christ stops giving us the feeling and the feeling of His Spirit, the feeling and the feeling of the Holy Spirit, we're gonna stop. Just like a man who cannot find joy in his marriage, he becomes a miserable husband. And when a man cannot find joy in his marriage, he goes outside to find the joy. So marriage also is good. Marriage was instituted by God. It is men who do not understand what they must do when they enter into a marriage. When they start at the beginning in the courtship stage, they have an idea of what they do to be happy. They understand that love is giving service, love is adding value to people, love is growing. So you're supposed to be adding value to your wife, giving her, loving her, cherishing her, protecting her. And all this when you do with a good heart, and she has the right heart to receive your love, she's gonna pay you back in her own love, in a way that a woman can give to a man. And you cannot say now because you're married to her, then you're finished. Now you don't have to keep winning her. In closing, I would say that, if you feel that your marriage is not what your relationship was at the beginning, ask yourself, what is it in the beginning that you were doing that you're not doing now? Especially when you're a man, because for me, I put responsibilities on men, not on women. If I'm the head, I'm responsible. If I'm the leader, then I'm responsible. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you were doing at the beginning that you're not doing now? Do you think that now your wife can no longer use your compliments, can no longer be used to be told that she's beautiful, how special she is? She can no longer, rejoice in you organizing a picnic in the park. So all these things which you used to do wooing her so that she could be your wife. And once she agrees, say, oh, yes, you're loving, I will be your wife, you stop. Now she can no longer react. Now the love gets cold, and if the love gets cold, when you have children, and the children are watching, they're watching the misery that their mothers and their fathers are in because of marriage. Now, marriage gets a bad rap because of married people. They don't look happy, they look miserable. That's why people, before they get married, they want to have bachelor parties or bachelorette parties. So that because they are going to prison, they must, enjoy their life for one last time. That is not how it's supposed to be. What it's supposed to be is that marriage should be the most beautiful thing that a man can get involved in. And what is so greater than bringing happiness to another person, especially your wife? I mean, every day you should be thinking about, what am I gonna do today to blow her mind away, to make her feel that this man is consumed by love for me. And I'm gonna prove to this man that I have the right soil. Now, this will be the woman talking. I'm gonna prove to the man that I have the right soil to receive the love by being submissive towards him, by being a follower of him, by being respectful towards him. That's how you really win submission and love from a woman. You give all yourself, all of yourself.